And you see that spacing that everybody has right there, and that's purely to try to get a reference to be able to not run the guy over in front of you.
All the Fords. Oh, Mears back there turned around, got into Noah Gragson. This could be a caution right here.
Right here, looking left.
Well, let's see if they get away. Nobody behind them on the racetrack, so plenty of time for them to get clear, and we could stay green.
All right. Doesn't look the best.
Cole Custer is the leader from Bowman, Dillon, Byron, and Wallace.
They're stuck down here, guys.
And caution is waved.
There it is.
He is going to burn more fuel than anybody else. Let's watch coming to pit road.
Keep an eye on Mears right back here.
Casey Mears, Noah Gragson.
Yeah, just got in there too hot. Locked the brakes up, tried to avoid the 4-car, lost control of the back, and that's where the contact came from.
Their door.
It's a great time move getting into turn 1, shooting to that bottom, right to the lead. Good job, Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Wallace was 12th on the restart. He is up front.
Oh, he's wrecking.
Around goes Wallace, and in the wall goes Byron Busher, and at least one other car. I think that's Chandler Smith.
I think it is Chandler Smith.
Oh.
It looks like some splitter damage on the bottom of that car.
And that's exactly what we've been talking about, those moments that are not your fault, and it's just a push gone wrong right here, and it collected a few cars.
Let's unpack this, fellas.
Much like I thought, that Bubba Wallace making that aggressive move, getting into 1 is a fantastic move, but it'll put him too far out in front of the 3-car. Here this train comes, boom, right there, turn him sideways, gets sideways again, and finishes him off.
And Austin Dillon can see that coming, but Chris Busher could not see the distance to the back bumper of Bubba Wallace's car, so he thinks he's doing the right thing by continuing to push, but ultimately it doesn't let the 3-car slow down enough to not hit him too hard.
Whoa, look at Corey LaJoie on that bottom, and unfortunately right in the lap of Chandler Smith on that outside. Well, they're also together. Look at the chain. I talk about this all the time. Links in the chain.
Crash!
And it's LaJoie.
And he hits hard up into the turn 3 wall.
Oh, no. Where's Chandler Smith? Here he comes back there in the back. You can see him.
Good flag here.
Caution is out.
Yeah. Nice job, guys.
Logano to the flag under the caution. Joey Logano. Ryan Blaney. And we'll have to wait and see on the race-in driver.
Keep an eye on this, guys.
Because that caution flag would end the race.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it definitely is. And as he gets closer to the front, there'll be more air on. If he gets in the lead, it could be a thing. But, you know, it's not. Oh, there goes Cletus McFarland spinning out towards the inside wall. He's going to hit it.
Hard hit on that inside wall. Cletus McFarland goes around and brings out the first caution and mows the grass.
Just got loose. And that is, Joey, you know that section of the racetrack, if you've got wheel into the truck right there, as you get about 3/4 of the way around the corner, if that truck is tight and all of a sudden the truck will get loose with those little bumps and everything right there, and as the track transitions, it's just a characteristic of this racetrack in that section.
The 38 of Chandler Smith now leading. Carson Hocevar, we had been talking about him as well. He got shuffled.
Oh,
we got trucks in the wall. That's the 98.
Is that Stewart?
Yeah.
Jake Garcia, Tony Stewart, and the 25 involved there.
Oh.
Big wiggle right into him. Obviously, Tony couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, and that's the same part of the racetrack that Cletus McFarland wrecked in earlier. He just got loose right there and overcorrected.
Big overcorrection. I mean, I said it, right? That is a tough spot, and you see Stuart freezing with some damage there on the right front headlight as well.
Oh, outside flies by Carson Hocevar. Going backwards, trying to avoid disaster. Everybody in his way.
Something's wrong. The truck's wiggling a lot. There it goes.
And around he goes.
Watch it here. Watch it. You're good behind by 1.
How about heads-up driving by everybody in the field, guys? That was incredible.
Yeah, I thought for sure somebody was going to hit him square in the back of that truck.
Caution is out for the 4th time tonight. Of all places for this to happen.
You see in the turn 3, he could tell something's off, and I think the others seen that too. And here he's just trying to woe it up, right? And you don't want to completely slow up in front of everyone and wreck. But he's trying to just keep it in one piece here.
What a great job by everybody. And by Hocevar. I mean,
yes.
to be able to feel that tire was going around, and those guys, luckily.
He knows he's going to be in a competitive truck, and this makes it all worth it, right? He has a shot at a win.
And I believe this is a little bit different, right? Like, I think.
Oh, here we go.
Around they go. The 77 Carson Hocevar.
Keep going.
The
He's
way
had
it's
his
spun out, I
issues
wonder if
tonight.
there's another flat.
It's a left rear flat. Yep.
Keep going.
Yeah, it is.
We're still green, and we just turned yellow. Caution is out.
And there's a lot of crew chiefs saying, "Ooh," because this guy, I think they were all really nervous of saving. Yeah, here, save fuel.
Yeah, and we think there's either, you see it again. That left rear tire is already flat. That's at least 2 for him. And we've seen several other trucks have a ton of flat tires tonight. So this is definitely an odd scenario with all the tire trouble that we have seen.
Big twitch by the 88 of Ty Majeski. Oh my gosh, 77, Carson Hocevar.
Gonna go for another spin.
Contact with Butcher. He goes around. Is he gonna keep this truck clean again?
Well, he kept his truck clean. The only thing I'm worried about with Carson Hocevar is how many more tires he has sitting in the pits.
He's 3 laps down there, guys. He's down because of the flat tires, but he still just gets up in the middle of it.
Another spin, and he brings it down pit road. Ty Majeski. Oh, around goes the 1 truck. That is Taylor Gray. Collects the 26.
Lock it down.
3 trucks involved. Dawson Sutton.
Headline, everything back to the door.
Spencer Boyd. Caution is out for the 6th time. Brought out this last caution.
The one just kind of spins out off the nose of the 88 truck. They're kind of really close to each other through the middle of the corner.
And it doesn't take much. If you're just off center a little bit and you see the 88 truck is to the left side of that 1 truck and just grazes the bumper, and when you go across the bumper like that, sometimes it just grabs them and spins them out like it did in this situation.
Taylor Gray has those white gloves on. I love when you guys wear white gloves. It's so easy to watch how hard you're working in there. 13 guys, he got hung out and he just dropped all the way to the back. Here comes John Hunter Nemechek.
And John Hunter, he's been fast all night, and here he's going to get right in front of McDowell. McDowell's going to say, no, I don't think so. Oh, he's going to spin.
Around goes McDowell. He collects 1 truck in that chaos. Will we stay green, guys?
They're still green.
White flag is in the air. It is the final lap.
See a big run on the bottom right here. John Hunter.
John Hunter's going to have a huge run.
Now, everything that the leaders didn't want to happen happened. They got separated. But that front pack is a lot smaller than what it was. So
Here comes the run.
Guys, Caden Honeycutt in that 11. Gio Ruggiero goes to the bottom. John Hunter Nemechek through the middle. He's got a great push.
Not over yet.
John Hunter Nemechek. They're still tapping behind him. Can they keep it clean? Off turn 4.
Bottom.
That was a late block to the bottom.
The 27th running.
He's going to get to his outside. They're going to get to his inside.
Oh! 4 wide across the checker flag. Chandler Smith.
At the very end. Yep. Unbelievable. He stayed on the bottom. They all went up.
Don't look at the scoring pylon right now. It is unofficial.
From the tail end of the field as we start to see the pack gain some energy and come back together. That's Mini Tyrell, the first car to the outside, and Jack Wood is going to bail out on him and Sean Core, with Tyrell trying to protect. Wood up the middle. Look out!
Oh, no.
Tyrell goes around on the back straightaway.
Doing a nice job. Lock it down. Get that car stopped. Yeah, obviously he spun out, but no contact. Obviously some flat tires, hopefully mitigate some of the damage there, but he's able to keep going. This should be a new set of tires and be able to go back and rip. But as you saw that pack coming, there's a lot of indecisiveness as far as who wants to block what and who's my friend, who do I want to go with, not go with, because that second pack really had a head of steam, and you see drivers already jockeying for track position.
Welcome back to the General Tire 200. We are under our second caution after a problem for one of the Nitro Motorsports cars in the field on the back straightaway. That's been the trouble spot. It was Wesley Slimp in the 90. He was running 23rd at the time.
They're going around a lap car, Brad Smith. That's his teammate, Thomas Annunziato. The 72 is outside.
You see that the lettering is already off the tire. He knows he has a problem. He pulls down to the bottom. This left rear tire is going to end up going flat. That's
with the lettering gone, he probably rubbed up against somebody at some point. Fortunately, no contact. He's one of the 10 drivers that we talked about that had never made a start here at Daytona. Let's see if we can see where that contact came from. Is it going to be?
Yeah, he just starts to see the tail wag. He knows he has an issue, but there's some pretty big bumps down there as you see him get air.
Wow.
It's kind of going through the road course, Le Mans chicane there for the Rolex 24, and yeah, you see that tire is kind of already halfway down. A lot of the lettering you can see rubbed off. He says General Tire there, no lettering, and lucky not to come back up on the track in front of the other cars.
And you see the roof flap just deploy as well as the hood flaps too. That keeps that car down on the ground, and they did their job.
We obviously saw how strong Daniel Dye's car was early in the race, leading all those laps. I think it's very important for these two Nitro cars to have that good of a pusher behind them.
And it looks as though we've got ourselves a caution. Yellow flag is out, and it's problems for Presley Sora. Sora, making his ARCA Daytona debut, has spun to draw caution number 4.
Looks like there's some damage to the front end, but as it came off the banking, I would think is where that damage came from.
Here in the General Tire 200, Presley Sora goes for a single car slide. We'll come back for the restart right after this. Caution is out at Daytona in the General Tire 200, and the feel-good story that was the return of Ali Owens is going to end after a mechanical problem resulted to a crash on the approach to turn number 1, wiping out her hopes of a solid result as well as the Kimmel Racing organization. Here's what happened.
Yeah, watch the smoke here just past the start-finish line. This looks like the engine is going to go. She was running up in the top 10, doing such a fantastic job. She gets out of the way, but there's certainly oil under the rear tires. Unfortunately, Sean Corr is going to get a piece of that as well.
That's a big hit. You know, we saw the window net down, and safety workers were giving thumbs up, so that's always a good sign preliminarily, at least. And yeah, it's a shame. Obviously, a great run going, and whether you got oil all over the tires, don't know if the brakes work or not. Cletus missing that as well. Might have a good shot from that car, but pretty heavy impact.
Yeah, he's going to get a big break. He's going to get the free pass. Cletus will be back on the lead lap.
But do you keep pushing that Ford in front of you of Daniel Dye to get to the lead while your teammates continue to parade the bottom line?
But there's no room on the bottom for him to get in, so his only shot right now looks like to be on the outside pushing Daniel Dye.
And Gustine Jake-Finch.
Oh, Annunziato's around and hard into the wall.
I think he got a push, maybe from Jason Kitzmiller. I caught a glimpse of it. That looked like a push gone wrong.
We've also seen Annunziata having to catch that car all race. You'll see it here on the back straightaway from this overhead view.
That's him second in line on the outside. Watch, see if there's a push from. There was a push from the 97 of Kitzmiller. Yeah. Just got him a little bit out of shape, but it just doesn't take much.
Yeah, it didn't take much. I mean, that was a pretty small push, and he was left to center, which a lot of the times is probably the right place to get it in these cars. And but you get to the end of that back straightaway, there are some bumps there, and it's just tight racing, and you see just that small little bump that sometimes does nothing right on corner entry there. And lucky didn't have any other cars involved in this wreck. White flag.
Yeah, hard side drafts too from that outside line.
5 rows of cars all starting to push and shove on the back straightaway. Finch is sideways. Around he goes, and Dean goes with him. The pack continues to try to navigate by, and both cars are going to just barely be able to avoid getting collected by Moore.
Oh, what a nightmare for Nitro and Jake Finch and Gus Dean. I mean, those guys had the control and pushing and shoving on the bottom and side drafting. And
behind the 15 of Jake Finch, we'll get a good look at it right here.
Yeah, see that inside lane super tight with one another, those first three cars, and saw one bump, they kind of pushed the 15 over and then to the left, and then we're still pushing at that point under the line, and I'm not sure you can put blame on just one driver there. And obviously they're also really close. We talk about the sensitivity of the right side door. See how close the 15 gets to the 25, and he's just trying to hold on at that point. It's just tough, close racing. Come down to these finishes. It's not like there was anything nothing malicious or anything there.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, just obviously the 18 of Gio Ruggiero got into the back of the 15, but the 15 wanted that push from Gio Ruggiero. It gets those fast cars on the inside.
And this is it. This is the final lap. Gio Ruggiero's looking in his mirror, seeing what runs is going to be coming at him, and also what he's going to have to block, manage the gaps. As we see this outside lane get a wreck.
Tim Richmond goes around. He's on the back straightaway. Single car spin for now.
They're out of the way. They're out of the way of the racetrack. We're still green.
This inside lane's really tight.
Daniel Dye on the back bumper of Gio Ruggiero, looking for his first career ARCA win.
Look at Bowman, look to the outside.
Bowman goes up top. Raz goes with him. Gio's going to have to try to block them both as they come to the line. Gio Ruggiero wins the General Tire 200 at Daytona.
After adding a lap, it's time to go. Pace car pulling in. Let them run in 2026.
A little bit of a late start. We got to check out the back. Jeremy Clemens has spun around. Brendan Poole, you see right there in the 44.
And just like that, wheel-in caution lights are on here at Daytona.
Anthony Alfredo there in the 4 car had a bunch of damage. He was putting that car on Mason Maggio, a ton of front-end damage. These stack-ups that we see often. And you could sense it. Adams calling the start there. Yeah. They didn't go, right? Like they waited a while in that restart zone. And that doesn't normally affect the guys.
Look at your gauges. If anything's wrong, just stop it if you have to.
Right here on the start, you see a couple of gaps here on some of these guys. Maggio right there, that pink and white car. Oh, and it's the gaps you just mentioned. Those are, you don't want to have that, especially because when you're 2x2 like this and tucked up the rear bumper of another car, you can't see any of those in front of you. Those accelerations. So when you get this accordion effect, it happens almost in an instant where you feel like you've just run into the car in front.
Look at the teammates down low. Mayer is there getting a push from Sheldon Creed.
I'm telling you, it's so impressive with Sammy Smith how he can get hung out, gets right back in line, and is able to get back into position. Oh, Corey Day's around.
Day shoots out of line.
So lucky right there. A little bit of damage, but I think he's going to be able to continue with that.
We stay green. He's been dominant like he always is here. Won stage 1 and stage 2 a year ago. His teammate Jesse Love.
Oh, Sammy Smith.
There's Sammy Smith around. Crash behind the leaders. Caution is out, and that's how we will end stage number 1. Austin Hill with a green and white checkered flag. He sees the caution as well. Major damage here for the 19 of Gio Ruggiero. You saw it side by side. Big crash after the cycle of green flag pit stops. 4th caution of the night for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
You got to really pay attention if you're this front runners of making sure you avoid any debris. And NASCAR has stopped the field just off of turn 4 for that exact reason. So we get a replay here. It's down into turn 1. Oh, see maybe coming down on Jeff Burton there. And Sam Mayer takes a big shot to Brandon Jones. And then Sam is coming up the racetrack here. That's Natalie Decker, I believe that is. Yep. Oh. He made that call for him so he could hear it in his voice and has now put his driver back. Best position of anybody in the race.
Corey Day involved. Caution number 5. The Burtons. Jeb and Harrison collected.
Stay up.
LeVar Scott there as well. Kyle Sieg able to tiptoe around.
Some hard hits there. Ooh, got a bunch more good cars. What started all this, head down into turn 3? Oh, it just looks like bad tap. The cars are so unsettled right there. Williams Welch was in 8th at the time. Looked like Corey Day maybe just seemed like he was in his left rear a little bit from that angle. It was the only move that was going to work. We saw him try it early in the race. Oh, Raja gets into Carson Quapple.
And here we go, another crash. Hocevar going for a slide. Raja Caruth gets a piece.
Jesse Love was still able to gain the momentum. As we look back at the replay here, Raja Caruth was back in 10th, about 5 cars back to the top lane.
You're going to get better at it, and he's doing a great job all weekend so far.
Well, keep track of this right here. That scenario is all those manufacturers being all over the place. They're mixed up. We haven't found our dancing partners yet. The only ones that I truly see there are like, oh we got a wreck. BJ McLeod's around. Right there, tires down.
Who raced his way into the 500 Thursday night after Anthony Alfredo was disqualified in tech inspection. Part-time driver, part-time team.
That wheel looks like it was loose, Clint.
And I know the toe link is definitely something was broke back there for sure, but Casey Mears again with front end damage. Okay, there he is right there, folks. 78 on the outside. Just going through 3 and 4, up high. Boom. That right rear tire's down, isn't it?
Well, the tire's
down. It's sideways too.
I think that right rear was loose, and what'll happen is,
as he battles for the lead, right there in the middle is the 19-year-old first teenage racer in the Daytona 500. Oh, trouble! Around goes Briscoe, Zilich, Ty Gibbs.
Austin Dillon, big hit into the side of Briscoe. You saw those cars dancing around. We talked about Chastain. Zilich bounced off that car twice, and I think it kind of got him moving around, and the behind him collected him. He gets into the side of the 40 once. It happens again, and then Cody Ware behind him. Keep an eye on the stack up. Moving around, car got squirrely, got a little bit loose up off the corner. They touch again. Rest is history. Watch Austin Dillon. Boom! Big shot into Briscoe down low.
Looked like Chastain got into Cody Ware and sent them spinning.
You see the 34 car at the end, big hit. And it looked like, I can't tell if Connor was coming up the racetrack to side draft or Justin was going down, but.
I love this angle where you can really see the momentum shifts go from the outside to the inside.
Oh, goes Allgaier around, and he takes Gilliland with him, and they pile up behind him.
Denny Hamlin pulled up in front of him, wasn't clear, not clear. A little bit lackadaisical, it looked like to me, on his, with a big run coming with Hamlin. You see how he's pulling it out there all by himself. Those two cars got door to door. Now here they come. He's dead in the water. Leaves a half a lane open and tries a little bit lazy with that block up. Denny tried to squeeze in there. It didn't work. A lot of cars tore up in this one, guys. Don't forget, this McDowell's looking for a caution. He still is your leader, folks. Hasn't pitted yet. He needs a caution quick, and there it is. Not yet. Is it out? 20's in trouble. Right front damage, big time.
Hard hit for Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell.
No caution yet.
Caution.
There it is. Michael McDowell, catbird position right there. That's exactly why you roll the dice right there. Worked in their favor. Give luck a chance to operate.
He's going to get in the back of Denny Hamlin and shoot him into the right side of Christopher Bell. Man, John Hunter Nemechek got lucky he didn't get hooked in the left rear, but that was just a push gone wrong. Carson Hocevar has the lead of this race, and Michael McDowell is stuck down on that bottom lane.
Eric Jones coming around the outside with help. Here they come to the white flag.
This is
one lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
This is the one you want to lead. If the caution comes out, it's over.
Hocevar in the wall, turned around in front of the field. Around goes Jones. Ricky Stenhouse to the front. Elliott around the outside.
Still green.
Reddick on the bottom. Reddick, Elliott.
The help's on the outside. Here comes Chase Elliott. Can it be?
Yeah,
Chase Elliott
stuck in the middle with no help.
Zane Smith with him. On the bottom is Tyler Reddick. They come up single file. Zane Smith's going to have one shot at Chase Elliott, NASCAR champion, most popular driver, trying for the win, and Reddick to the top side. He's got help. Riley Herbst, his teammate. Reddick drops to the bottom. Alongside Elliott, in the wall goes Herbst, and Tyler Reddick comes to the line.
Wow.
A shower of sparks behind him.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Didn't really hear of him all day long until the last lap.